We are here with Roshown McLeod from Duke 97-98 team. He was the first transfer player at Duke. So tell him what that was like being the first transfer player at Duke.
Well, it was kind of scary because, you know, being the first transfer, you know, you didn't want to be the guy that they made all the mistakes were made on. But I'm a competitor, so you know, so for me, I just saw an opportunity to be able to step in and show my all. I mean, I think with the background that I had playing at St. Anthony's and having Bobby Hurley to really help me understand the Duke culture. You know, it's funny because playing at St. John's, a lot of people used to always tell me I look like a Duke guy, you know, and so it just fit. And, you know, just the history behind Hurley and Kay, it just, you know, it felt like I said, it just came natural. So there was some butterflies at first, but once I got acclimated and I felt the responsibility of coach not allowing me to settle for my first year sitting out and being being complacent. He always wanted me to get better to prepare for when I was able to play. And he didn't just cast me out to the side and say, oh, we'll use him when we can. We had a plan and we stuck to it, and it worked out for us all.
Now, you coming from Jersey up in New York, what was it like before? What did you know about it, like, before you got down here, like, just being a spectator until, like, the day you got on campus when they started talking about you for the games, what first game?
Well, I mean, you know, like I said, just having that relationship with Bobby Hurley Jr., it really, you know, expanded that, you know, and amplified the, you know, just the competitiveness in it. I mean, we all know that it's one of the top, in my opinion, one of the top 3 or 4 greatest rivalries of all time. And when that game is played, regardless of who's in it, the world is watching. So, and I was no different. I mean, I watched that game, you know, with J.R. Reed and, you know, Leitner and all those guys in it, and it was just as exciting, you know, as it was then to watch it today.
All right, let's take to the first UNC game. Y'all played at Duke. Y'all won that game. So what was it like, that first game? Like, I think you were playing Stackhouse and all them. You see them and tip off.
It was different playing in it than it was just knowing the rivalry. I mean, you know, you're friends with a lot of those guys. You play in the summer with a lot of those guys on travel teams, pickup, and, you know, just the bragging rights of playing against guys that you see every day, that you know, train with in the summertime to prepare for your season. I get chills just thinking back to the competition and the competitiveness that game brought out, and me and the other team. I mean, because you got 2 of the nation's best programs, not just teams at the time, just 2 of the best programs. You know, we were always competing in that game when I was there as number 1 and number 2 in the country. So that made it even that more exciting to be in.
I got to ask you about Coach Jay. Like, how does he take the game between UNC? Is he more intense with that game, or you treat it like any other game?
I would think that he's more intense, but he's intense for everything. We could be playing Sanford, and he would be just as competitive. I think because, you know, we play North Carolina more often, it must seem like he's more, you know, more into it. But for the most part, he's the same. He's the same.
He seems like calm. He's always calm, like in the locker room. And then he has like moments where he just come out there and come at y'all doing something wrong.
Well, he's a competitor, man. He's a big time competitor.
All right. So after the first spin, when y'all meet Carolina, what was it like when you went to school in that state, or after the game, like how the Cameron Crazies treat y'all?
It was. I mean, it was wonderful. I mean, words can't really describe how great it was. I mean, you had to be there. But I tried to, it would be like the thing that just, that you dream about when you're a kid. The pageantry, the fans, the crowd roaring, rushing the floor. It was an amazing experience. So, and the one thing I know that coach teaches all of his players and teams is, don't get complacent with winning. Every game you have to prepare for the next game, not just think that you can walk in and win based on your last performance. So that was a tremendous experience, and we wanted to try to repeat it, with Carolina or any other team that we play.
Mm-hmm. Like I asked about Cameron Crazies, like they be like getting at people like the opponents and stuff. What was like one person that player you played against when you heard the crowd just really give it to them that you felt bad for?
That I just wanted to go at, you said?
So the crowd just went at them. They're like,
oh, the crowd just went at them. The Cameron Crazies. Probably, what do you think? The crowd went after Shammond Williams a lot. Mm-hmm. Just about him being a crybaby. I have to remember that. They went after guys like, most of the Florida State players about academics, which was tough. If there was something wrong, believe me, they knew. So it was great to see the togetherness, and it wasn't personal, but it was entertainment. And I think the other teams, Maktar Njai was another guy that they really went after a lot, and he really interacted with the crowd a lot during those times as well.
Yeah, the crowd help you feed off your game and stuff like this.
Yeah, me, I was more, I fed off whatever energy was there. Whether it be competitiveness from my opponent, whether it be the crowd roaring, or whether it be my teammates, making a great play. I played in the zone, man, and it was just, for me, it was a space where when everything was blacked out, that's when you saw the face come out. And I was in the groove, and things went right. And that was just a tribute to all of the work that the coaches and had put in with me before and after practice, and even some of the walk-ons who stayed late to play one-on-one and to rebound and to shoot with me.
Okay, so how did the crowd, when you get, after y'all lose to UNC, how do they treat y'all? Are they mad at y'all? Are they y'all encouraging?
Well, I never lost a game to the UNC in Cameron, so I never experienced that. So, we beat them at home, they beat us at home. So we split. That was the good thing. So I've never really experienced losing to Carolina in Cameron.
Mm-hmm. You can't even imagine what that would be like, right?
Yeah, I can't even imagine. Now I've been to a game in the Dean Dome where we beat them up, when Rivers hit the shot, and that was amazing to see because the crowd didn't want to leave because they couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I remember that shot.